Good day, Mansour Ismaila again here on Geomusings by Mansour. This session's topic will be uh, Quds Day, how Iranians rallied around the flag. Quds Day, how Iranians rallied around the flag. Now, let me tell you a story. Yesterday, the newly elected supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Mushtaba Khamenei, released a speech. He said a lot in the speech. But what matters particularly in that speech to the topic of our discourse today is the rally around the flag concept I just discussed in a previous episode on Geomusings with Mansour. Now, in that speech just yesterday, the new supreme leader of Iran, encouraged Iranians to troop out in their multitudes, in large numbers, on the streets of all the cities of Iran today. You know, he was speaking yesterday, today for a particularly important rally. What is that rally? That rally is Quds Day. Essentially, it means Jerusalem Day. Essentially, it means Palestinian Day. You see, the Iranians, the Shiites, they have a specific day of the year where they commemorate, where they celebrate, where they remember, and when they raise awareness for the issue of Palestine. Unlike some other folks whose job is to bury the idea, the concept of Palestine. That day is usually the last Friday of every Ramadan. That is usually the day they pick for that occasion. So the new supreme leader encouraged these people to troop out. Remember very well that I said that rallied around, as in rally around the flag effect, where Iranians come out to rally, to support, and to chant the praises of the leaders and the armed forces, right in the middle of bombings and bombings by Israelis and the Americans, has been a factor that has continued to worry the Israelis and Americans because it continues to put a lie to their argument that the vast majority of Iranians are against the Islamic Revolution of Iran. So, because Israel and America noticed that today, if Iranians come out in the multitudes yet again to rally for Quds Day, like the new supreme leader has, advised and instructed, it will put yet another lie, to the thesis that Iranians do not love the government of the day. So they threatened the Iranians that if you come out to rally on Quds Day, which is today, the morning of today, that they are going to bomb the people that come out to rally. So we woke up this morning, and then the people trooped out against the instructions of the Israelis and Americans and in support of the instruction of the supreme leader. Do you know what Israel did? Israel actually went on this morning to bomb multiple times those rallies, particularly in Tehran, and killed one person, a woman. Guess what happened? The crowd did not retreat. Despite the bombings, the crowd did not retreat from the rallies. Across several cities of Iran, all of them did massive rallies. Millions of people trooped out. Tehran, Isfahan, Lorestan, Qom, Mashhad, all sorts of cities and provinces, all of them came out and rallied in mass numbers. Guess what? The top Iranian leaders that the Americans and Israelis were hunting to kill, starting from the supreme leader and other top leaders they killed upper Saturday, 2 weeks ago. Guess what? All of them came out into the open today to join the people of Iran in those rallies. Starting from Ali Larijani, I'm sure you are familiar with his name and his face now. He is the chairman of the Supreme National Security Council. He's essentially the next most powerful person after the newly elected supreme leader. He came out. The president of Iran, Pezeshkian, himself came out to the streets today. In fact, not only did he come out, he made speeches. He walked in the midst of people. He was taking selfies with Iranians. He was pumping fists with them. He was taking pictures with them. He was doing jolly on the streets of Iran and of Tehran, and the Israelis could not do anything. The Americans could not do any targeted assassination. Ali Shamkhani came out, did the same thing. Foreign Minister Abbas Arakchi, you remember him? You remember his name? That guy that has always been giving, America trouble on Twitter also came out. Virtually every top leader except the newly appointed supreme leader came out today to thump their faces, to thump their fingers in the noses of the Americans and the Israelis. Do your worst. The current chief judge of Iran, in fact, he encountered a particularly funny scenario. While he was giving a speech right in the midst of those rallies to Iranian to an as in to a particular Iranian media, the Americans and Israelis dropped a bomb not far from where he stood. Guess what? He did not even flinch. He did not blink. He did not twitch. They are that confident. They are that ready. They are that ready to sacrifice themselves for their revolution. And they are that resistant to tricks, to betrayals, to treachery, and to even intimidation by the enemy. That kind of population is not a population you want to mess with. 93 million incontrovertible Iranians. 93 million resistant Iranians, 93 million Iranians who are ready to look the hegemons and superpowers of the world in their faces and tell them, do your very worst. We are not going to budge. Those are the folks America and Israel are dealing with. As you can see, they are in deep shit, not so? Exactly. That is what they call rally round the flag effect. And always remember, in the whole wide world, as at this material time, the Iranians are the gold standard. They do it best. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode. As usual, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to follow, don't forget to broadcast, and please again ask your questions, and I will gladly answer them. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode.